And so much of that is really what I call difficult conversations. It's really, again, if you think about most conversations people complain about, or most things people complain about during the day, are encounters they have with other people. And so to unpack all of that takes, I have a process I take people through. It's a framework because it doesn't just start with, well, let's complain about everything, but it's really difficult conversations. And so one of the workshops I have is called Compassionate Collaborative Communication. And it starts with developing some building blocks here. Again, starting with going and reflecting yourself. It's starting with the self-awareness. But compassionate collaborative communication can really make a lot of difference with leaders, with other organizations, with teams. And there's another story, and I won't get too much into the story right now just for the sake of time, but I think about some of the difficult situations I've had in my career, seriously difficult, potentially life-threatening situations that I've even been in as a young corporate person. And again, I blamed the situation. I blamed my boss. I blamed how I was treated. And I have validity for that. But the truth is, those people, those leaders who were there to support me, lacked a significant amount of skills, and you don't know what you don't know. But to handle things that have an emotional impact, people just don't, I don't want to say they don't know how to. It's very difficult to. So difficult conversations, handling yourself with compassion, knowing how to handle other people with compassion. Those are things we work on a lot. And again, these are all building blocks. And yes, it does come back to the brain, because if you do something that offends me, if I do something that offends you, you're not really going to think about how to respond to me. You're going to react because your brain's going to get triggered. You're going to be scared. You're going to be mad, whatever emotion. And instead of responding, you're going to react. That's a natural human reaction. It's a human response to do that. That takes a lot of training to learn what I call the power of the pause. The power of the pause is one of the biggest tools to just give your brain time and space to kind of cool off a little bit. Your brain actually goes offline when you have an emotional event that triggers it. And you have to give your brain time to come back online to make a conscious decision, but to really make a decision that's responding in a way that's positive, responding in a way that is compassionate to yourself and to other people. And that's a big tool that most of us are not taught. Because again, we need to understand the basics of how our brain is operating, and to know when to feel like, you know what, right now I just can't, I'm unable, I just need a minute. I'm feeling angry. I'm feeling confused. I'm feeling conflicted. Just to do that and to give a 90-second time lapse for your brain to get back online creates an incredible gift you're giving yourself and other people, so you can have, again, a human conversation. Because hurting people really hurts yourself. It hurts a team. And that creates a culture where you don't have psychological safety. When people don't feel safe showing up to share or to show up to be vulnerable, you lose innovation. You lose trust. You lose the ability for people to really perform at their best selves. That's costly. That's costly to the bottom line. It's costly to developing relationships that matter. So this isn't just soft skills that are nice to have. These are necessary skills to create business growth. That's why this is important.